Welcome back to Sonic Generations HD. Today we'll be beginning the Dreamcast era of the game, which features levels from Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Sonic Heroes for some reason. Let's kick things off by going up and down and all around in the Speed Highway.
If you listen very carefully to all of the white space-time themes, one of them sticks out, and that one is the one we're currently standing in. For all the other ones, Jun Tsunoi remixed them all perfectly. He brought in stuff like some violins, some flutes, some acoustic guitars, some nice keyboard synth, all very well and nice. Even some of the faster-paced ones like City Escape or Seaside Hill. For Speed Highway, fuck it, I'll use more guitar.
Now, Tom, I noticed you didn't select the tutorial on how to do the Lightspeed Dash. Are you sure you can do it without Omochow telling you how to do it?
I think I'm gonna be okay, Skylar.
I also noticed, Tom, you didn't manage to get onto the helicopter. You suck at this game.
Well, at the time I didn't realise that alternate route was there, but thankfully Speed Highway has a shit ton of alternate routes to explore, and honestly, while I would have preferred Emerald Coast in the HD version of Generations to represent adventure, this is a pretty fun level.
Yeah, you wanted Emerald Coast in HD version? What's wrong with you, man?
That would have looked gorgeous.
Well, the game would have been redundant as all hell with fucking Seaside Hill and Green Hill Zone.
Well, Seaside Hill wouldn't have been there, Mr. Man.
Well, you know they would have taken it. I myself was rooting for Skydeck, but didn't get it. But this was, on my first playthrough, this was the level I had, hands down, the most fun with playing on the first go, Speed Highway Modern.
I would have preferred Lost World, but this was the very first level of Sonic Adventure they showed to the public, so it makes enough sense, I guess.
This remix they did, it's Cash doing the going down section. For some reason, the version on the soundtrack is like twice as long, but it sounds amazing as fuck. Now, I want to talk about going back to the music, kind of like how with the white space-time theme, Jun Tsunoi just said, fuck it, I'll just use guitars like I normally do. That's pretty much what he did for the modern remix as well. For that, it sounds pretty much identical to the original one, run through the Speed Highway from SA1, only the drums are a bit faster, and there's some extra sound effects in the background. Apart from that,
yeah, it's more of a remake than a remix, really.
Which is, I will say, Jun Tsunoi, for my money, I love the man, love his music. He is responsible, for my money, some of the best remixes in this game. And I won't say worse, but just some of the ones that just seem a bit redundant, like this, and when we get to it on the 3DS version, both of his remixes for Emerald Coast. Perfectly fine, but as Skylar said, they just kind of sound like remakes. There's nothing new to them whatsoever. And it's very disappointing, and Jude, I expected more from you.
Well, go, calm down. We've still got Howard Drossin, we've still got Richard Jocks, it's okay.
Howard Drossin ain't in this game.
In general.
Okay. Nice save there, Tom. Yeah, I'll say Howard Drossin. He does Sonic music. He's probably in this game somewhere.
But yeah, it's got loads of alternate routes. Actually, I found like stuff from that was straight adapted from the adventure version. Like the whole tunnel thing where you try to run through it and you find yourself on the ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah, I know when it first came out, a lot of people were one of the things that keep asking was like, when's the At Dawn section? Where's the At Dawn remix? I myself never really cared for At Dawn, but I do say they do a nice hint at it because at the very end of Modern Stage, the sun comes up. So you do end that level at dawn. There's just no remix of it, which I thought was a very nice way to kind of represent that section of the level.
That was kind of how I came to terms with Speed Highway being the adventure representative. That, there'll be an At Dawn section, but no, it wasn't there, and neither was its remix.
But however,
that's okay, Tom.
I will say, if whatever hatred anyone had towards Cash, as soon as they heard this remix, I mean, my wife is not a big fan of this soundtrack. This is the one track she likes.
It's fucking sweet.
It is. I mean, come on, just up and down and all around. It's just sexlicious.
Not only is it a great remix, it's also a great level in its own right. Honestly, I would say this is my favourite classic level in the game next to Rooftop Run Classic.
It's definitely one of the better maps of the game. It has a lot of alternate paths. You can choose where you want to go, how you want to finish the level, and that's really what classic Sonic is all about.
I also love the fact that, you know, we see new stuff. I mean, a lot of the levels in this game kind of show you new stuff from the levels, you know. I mean, this is the first time really we've gone into any of the shops in Speed Highway, so it's just like visually it's a really nice little thing they've added.
I kind of have a thing for playing through residential areas like shopping malls, you know, houses, shit like that in video games, so it's kind of cool to have them incorporate the hotels of Station Square here.
Residential evil.
Nice.
By the way, I like how they threw in that bell from SA1.
Yes.
You hit it and you get the rings. Nice little tribute there.
How does Speed Highway sit with you, Steven?
Oh, hi guys! Do you think they based these offices off of Sega of America, the ones that we're running by right now? I've always wondered about that.
That's a good question.
It's possible, but if they, to me, I don't think they did that because, as we all know, the next level is based on where the Sega offices are. So this wouldn't. I mean, you know, I ever been to Japan, but I'm gonna doubt that Sonic Team have their building in this place like this. That would just be insane, Steven. How would any work get done? You're an idiot. Shut up. Also, one of the really nice things about this and the next level we're going to see is that they feature some of the most fan service in terms of like billboards in the background. I love the fact that they brought back Chow in Space.
Yeah.
How can you not be happy with the fact that they brought back Chow in Space?
It wouldn't have been an adventure game without Chow in Space. I'm glad that is there.
Exactly, and now we have Cream the Rabbit, as who we all know first appeared in Sonic CD.
Yep. Well, actually, Sonic Advance 2, and she brings with her Chow cheese.
To this day, it blows my mind they got away with naming these two characters Cream and Cheese.
We have a character named Professor Pickle in this series, alright?
But he eats pickles. I've never once seen Cream eat anything creamish except for all those weird fan arts I see online.